Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Paul Obazee, and I'm from Nigeria. I'm a user of the PowMr hybrid inverter. So I would like to share with us the details of the inverter. So the inverter is a 6.2 kilowatts inverter, and it comes with 500 volts maximum inputs for PV inputs. But what I did is to install 8 panels with a total voltage of around 280 volts. So those panels are 550 watts each. So the total watts of the panel is about 4,400 watts. This inverter can handle far more than that. So the maximum input, like I said before, is 500 volts input, while the capacity of the inverter is about 6,200 watts capacity. And also it can serve as a backup for CPU usage. The inverter is very strong and reliable. It has a lot of interference. You can see the display, the functionality of the display on the screen. Uh, what I do actually is I use the inverter to power my ice block business because I'm into ice block production. So basically, this inverter provides the source of power for my business. I connected 4 batteries, which are 12 volts each, making a total of 48 volts to the inverter. Because this inverter works with a 48 volts battery system. So you can come along and see the inverter, how it works. So this is the inverter. It has two main outputs. I connected one of the outputs, that is the AC output, to the my air conditions outside. I have 4 air conditions which I use, and this inverter powers them all. So the main output is for the air conditioner outside, while the secondary output I use to power this my standing freezer and other household appliances. So the inverter can handle such a load of more than at least 6,000. So it's ideal to balance the load to a minimum of at least 5,000, so that you won't but overshoot the inverter's load. But preferably use it 80% maximum of load capacity. Then the battery, like I said, for the battery source are tubular batteries. I have a series of 4 tubular batteries which I connected in series to give 48 volts, and that's what the inverter makes use of. It has a smart interference, it has dust proof, it is so dust cannot enter the inverter. So once in a while, I do clean up the dust, the vents, so that for proper ventilation of the inverter. So the inverter can also be connected to your Wi-Fi device. So in case you want to monitor the inverter through your mobile device, you can as well plug in your Wi-Fi device to the inverter. It is a very strong inverter. So let me show you some of the appliances I connect to the inverter. Yeah. Over here is a newly stock ice block. These are some of the ice block I also put in newly. So this inverter carries this load. This is about a total of 180 watts. That is just for this stage alone. So it is very minute for the inverter to carry. So I will be going outside so I can show you other loads that I give to the inverter. Follow me, come with me, let's go outside. Okay, these are the ACs I connected to the inverter. I have 4 air conditioners connected to the inverter right now. These first two are 2 horsepower each. So the total is 4 horsepower, while these other ones are 1.5 horsepower each, which makes 3 horsepower. So the total combined horsepower load is 7 horsepower. So this inverter is capable of handling as much load as 7 horsepower. So and I use this air condition during the daytime from about 8 in the morning to about 4 or 5 in the evening. Then in the evening, I switch over to the battery. So the inverter has the ability to power these 4 ACs together with the standing freezer inside. So let us take a look at the ice block machine. As you can see, the fridge is currently working, courtesy of the PowMr inverter. So I just stock this one of recent. One these are the ones I kept yesterday evening. So this inverter has been serving me a lot. I've been able to boost my business due to interrupted power supply. So the hybrid inverter has really helped me to put my business. Factors which you might want to consider when setting up a solar panel is to first of all get the total load you want to power. So I believe the PowMr company has a lot of series of inverters. They have the 6.2 kV inverter. They have other inverters as well. So when you are making a budget to buy your inverter, first of all calculate the number of load you have. If it's a load of about 5,000 watts upwards, I'll price to go for the 2 model. Why if it's far lesser than that, load quantity, you can go for other products as well. Which you can connect the main power from the power source direct to the inverter. So the inverter is self-regulatory. That is, it can channel the load to different sources. What I mean is that it has three inputs of power. We have the solar input, we have the grid, your normal grid, that's your power supply authority, and we also have the battery. So it has three modes. You can set it to use the solar panel first. Later, you can switch to your power supply, your local power supply, and then your battery. That is called it SUB. That is solar first, utility second, battery third. Or if you so want, you can switch it to your power supply first from your local grid, followed by your panels, which is second, and your battery, which is third. And also you can make the battery come first before your NEPA supply and your battery. So it has three models depending on how you want to use the inverter. If I want to be cost effective in my light bill, I can connect this thing to SBU, right? It's solar first. So when in the afternoon, the inverter will channel the whole load to the panel. That's for daytime, so that it will reduce the power consumption, your charge, so you won't end up spending more money in your light bills. Whereas in the evening, when there is no much sunlight, it will now transist to either your NEPA supply or the battery. So it can help you reduce costs. So I've been using this inverter for a long time now, and I have seen the advantage. It helps to reduce costs for me. So also another feature of this inverter is a Wi-Fi. It also has a Wi-Fi enabled connectivity where you can connect your phone or your device and check in real time how the inverter is working. So you can set a lot of parameters through your phone, and it will signal and reflect to the inverter. That's for the Wi-Fi connectivity. The inverter is a 48 volts inverter. That means it works with 48 volts. So that means your battery must be 48 volts, minimum 48 volts. So I use 4 tubular batteries, which are 12 volts each. So when you connect them in series, 12 by 4 will give you 48. So with this inverter, you need at least 4 batteries connected in series. Then the inverter also has a inbuilt charger. So the charger is a 100 amps charger. That means this inverter does not need. When you have this inverter, you don't need to buy an external uh, charge controller again. Inside the inverter, we have inbuilt charge controller, and also have inbuilt AC charger. So that means this inverter can serve as your normal charger to charge the battery when there is a light, and also it can also serve as a charger that draws power from the panel. So it has the inbuilt MPPT charger and also has the inbuilt AC charger. The inbuilt AC charger is 100 amps. So while the inbuilt MPPT charger is 120 amps. So this inverter is very, very much loaded to serve all the needs of any household system. You don't need to connect any other charger. It handles all the charging itself.